Hey folks, Pixie here, and I'm showing you a different game today. This is X3 Albion Prelude. X3 is the game. Albion Prelude is the latest expansion in the game. In my last Minecraft Let's Play, I mentioned that I'd been playing this, and some people have expressed interest in a gameplay video for me to show you what the game is like. So it's a space sim. I'm not going to touch the plot at all, A, because I'm not going to give spoilers to the plot, and B, because it's kind of crappy. Well, the plot is fine, it's just the characters and animations and stuff are not very fine. But as you can see, this is a very nice space view. So I can look around. I'm docked in a station. This nose you can see in front of me is the nose of my ship, and these are my ships also that are docked here. I'm in a fighting ship currently, and I have a wing of a few other ships in my wing. Let me have a look. This is all controlled with the keyboard, up and down arrows to go down the menus, and so you can, I think you can play the whole game without touching the mouse. I use the mouse for combat because I don't trust the autopilot to auto attack things. I think I do better on my own. But that's the only time I really use the mouse. So if I look at my property, this is everything I own. That's ships, stations. I've turned off satellites, but I own a bunch of satellites in sectors. So I've got 3 stations, all my ships, and in my wings I have 3 ships. Ships come in different classes. M5 are fast scout ships, M4s are fast fighting ships, but sort of dispensable fighting ships. They're not really powerful. I'm in an M3 currently. It's a slightly more powerful fighting ship, and these 3 ships are in, I've put them in blue wing, and their command is to protect my Nova. Nova is the name of my ship. And this one, my elite, is let me see if I can get it up on the left monitor. It's going to show when I undock from the station. So let's undock and fly around a bit. This one, the Elite, is a ship that I actually captured during a cockfight, I guess. I was fighting with some pirates, and sometimes pirate ships will surrender to you. The pirates will say, "I've had enough, you're wrecking my ship, I'm going to bail out, take my ship, I surrender." So they jump out and you can take control of their ship. So if I make this big, this is the ship that I got from that particular fight. Mostly when you get ships surrendered to you, the hulls are damaged, and you do need to spend some money repairing them. I'll show you my other ships in my wings. Just put my Buster on my left monitor and my Mako on my right monitor. There are factions in this game, different alien races, and they all have their own style of ships and factories. The ship I'm in currently is an Argon ship. Argon are the human race, and this one here, my Buster, is an Argon ship. So it's a fast little fighting ship. It's got low shields, a couple of light weapons, and it's just flying around protecting me. You see the graphics are pretty nice, and the game runs very quickly on my PC. But after my upgrades, I don't think there's much that doesn't run quickly on my PC. And this is my Mako, same light fighter class ship, very light shields, light weaponry. Completely different style of ship though. This is a Boron ship, and the Boron are fishy kind of people, I guess. Sort of octopusy, squiddy things, and their ships reflect that. They're all green. They're all sort of aqua looking. This one kind of looks like a manta ray from underneath. Let's rotate around. There you go. So it kind of looks like a ray. So they are the ships in my wing, and they just fly around and protect me. Let's get those off there. So if I pull up the map, this is my sector map. Anything I own is green. So my 3 ships, my ship that I'm currently in, and my satellite. Satellites let you see the stations in an area. They just sit in the middle of a sector or wherever you put them, and let you see the stations. So these are the stations. There's a trading dock, some ore mines, and a silicon mine, and these are all the other ships in the sector. Now I can communicate with these. Way to the nearest shipyard, way to the nearest equipment dock. I can ask them to surrender. And this one's got a little icon on it. That means if I go close enough, it would have a quest for me. Let's see if I can talk to this one. It's not close enough, so I'll go autopilot follow. and jump into Sita, which makes time go really fast. And I'll see if I can get close enough to that ship to communicate with it. Just wait for comms to come up in white. Your autopilot does guide you around asteroids and things, mostly. So sell me some asteroid scans. That's what this guy's got. That's what that little white light bulb meant. He scanned some asteroids, and he can sell the scans to me. Some ships sell you sector maps. Some ships want you, some stations. This little green brick thing. This station wants me to build a station for it. There's various types of jobs you can do. You can transport passengers. You can trade wares. You can hunt down pirates. You can follow ships to other sectors to find pirate bases. You can do scouting missions, you can do smuggling missions, you can work for the police force and try and find, you know, scanning ships' cargo holds. Tons of stuff, and these are all side quests. And you can also buy your own stations. There's no shipyard in this sector, so this is the big map. All the sectors I have so far discovered, and I haven't yet in this game. I haven't found an awful lot of them. This is a tiny corner of the map. So I'm in Emperor Mines. Let's think. Cloud Base Southwest. I see my satellite is gone, so a pirate's been in there shooting my satellite. Cloud Base Southeast. Is there a shipyard there? Yeah. So I trade with the shipyard. You can buy factories. So you can set up your own factory. They're quite expensive when you're starting out, but then you can sell the stuff. You need to buy, for example, this one, Kahuna Bakery. Kahunas are like space burgers. The resources they need are energy cells and Agnu beef. Agnu are like cows. So you need to feed it with energy cells and beef, and it'll spit out meat steak Kahunas. So my current stations, let's pick one. My ore mine. I scanned some asteroids, found the one in a sector with the highest yield ore, and put an ore mine on there. So the ore mines actually fit onto asteroids. This one takes energy cells, so I have one ship flying to it that provides it with energy cells, and that ship is ordered to buy energy cells for the best price within a number of sectors. So it'll go off, buy the cells, come back and feed them to the factory, and then it sells ore. And I have another ship feeding it with ore. You can rename your ship. So this top one here is Ore Seller Mercury. This is my Mercury, which is a transport class ship, and its current command is to sell where for best price ore. So this just picks up ore from the ore factory, finds the best place nearby to sell it, sells it, comes back, and it takes its money from the credits in the station. So this station currently has 1.5 million credits, which is pretty nice. I got my flower farm and my complex hub. That's a hub of 2 stations that I've linked together. I have an Agnu beef factory and a meat steak Kahuna factory. So the Agnu beef factory takes energy cells and makes Agnu beef, and then because they're linked, the Agnu beef goes straight to the meat steak Kahuna factory that uses it to make meat steak Kahunas, and then I sell those to the public. So I'm mostly trading in this particular game. You can also go down the pirate route, not the pirate route, sorry, the fighting route. If I can find a pirate sector. Actually, let's fly up to Cloud Base. So I'm autopiloting all the way here and still using the keyboard. Actually, I will changing camera views. I'll show you my ship. This is the ship that I'm flying in right now. And this is the Hollywood camera view. I'll speed up time. Oh, this guy is one of the police ships in this sector. They scan your ship for illegal goods, like space weed. There's some kind of drink as well that you're not allowed to have, I think. So this is going fast because I've got the Sita on, and it's showing the Hollywood camera over and over. So let's change that. Off it goes. Am I still on autopilot to fly through there? Yes. So that round thing in front of me, this thing, if you can see my mouse cursor, is the north gate. All the sectors are connected by jump gates. So I'm going to fly to this jump gate and fly through the crazy swirly bit in the middle, and that'll whisk me off to the next sector. There we go. Whoosh. Sometimes, rarely, the autopilot does fail you and crashes you into something and blows your ship up spectacularly. So it's good to save often. So I'm in a different sector now. No pirates here. And do I have any... I do have a satellite, so let's see. Let's open up my command console, go navigation, move to position inside this sector, and then I put my satellite bang in the middle. That'll do. Press enter and it'll go there. And down the bottom here you can see the blue strip. If you can see the tiny blue strip is my shield strength, the green strip is my hull strength, and underneath this the thicker blue strip is my speed. So I've dropped to 0, I've reached my position, and I've got 14 advanced satellites in my cargo bay. Target one of those, eject set amount, and I'll eject one of them. And now if I open the sector map, I can see the whole sector. Now the satellites allow you to see trade prices in stations when you're not actually in the sector. So I can, for example, I'm in this one, Cloud Base Southwest. I can go up to this one all the way up here. Look at the equipment dock and see the prices of the things they're selling there. Now some of the other ships I have, let's find them. The ones with little asterisks in front of them, I've named them like that so I can spot them quicker. These have got trading extensions that actually put a pilot inside the ship and set the pilot off trading. So we look at the info on this. The pilot in this one is level 25 production director Kaylin Slammer. And you set them off to fly around the sector buying and selling wares, so they just trade for you and level up. They've got jump drives in there so they can jump from sector to sector rather than flying through the jump gates. It's much faster. And you just set them off doing their own thing, and they earn an awful lot of money for you, which is very nice. And I have 3 of those currently. But it would be very cool if I could find you some pirates and show you fighting. So I'll fly over to, let's have a look, Eleanor's Fortune. That's a pirate sector, I think, and Farnham's Legend. Let's go there. So while we're traveling over there, there's a lot of trading stuff you can do. You're buying factories, connecting them into factory hubs, sending your space traders off, and going yourself on trading missions. And then the fighting route, I've got this one little fighting ship currently in formation with my wing, and my wing protects me. And this is very small scale. I can buy a frigate that I can load ships onto and just fly the frigate around and then deploy my fighter ships to fight things when I find them. You can buy big carrier ships and big, I forget what the names of them all are. Let's have a look. Where are we? Cloud Base Southeast. Let's look in the shipyard and see what they've got. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Centaur is one of the bigger fighty ships. And there's the heavy Centaur. Cerberus is let's see, where's this? Minotaur, Gladiator, Griffin, Sentinel. They're very expensive. The Minotaur, for example, 50 million. I can afford a Gladiator right now. I wonder what that is. M8 class. But yeah, you can get huge fighty ships and fleets of the things and just go out and pwn everything. And as well as pirate sectors, there are Xenon sectors. Xenon are a race faction of aggressive aliens, and there's also the Kark. The Kark are kind of unknown. They're aggressive aliens as well, but they're a little bit more mysterious than the Xenon. So you can fly into Xenon sectors and try pwning everything. There's also big pirate bases that you can attack, and they've got lasers and things helping them, so you don't want to go up against those until you're ready. But it's very fun to blow up pirate. And the capturing of ships is also very lucrative. I kept that the elite I showed you earlier and added it to my wing, but I could have sold it and made a pretty penny off it. So it's also quite a lucrative thing to fly around the pirate sectors when you've got enough fighting power and fight the ships and try and get them to surrender. There is a technique to it. Pilots are more likely to surrender if they see your firepower, so you need to get their shields down really, really fast, and then to your benefit, so that you get a more expensive ship that you can sell for more, you want to damage the hull little by little by little, just in tiny little bits. So I've got my weapons in groups. My group number 1 just has a very powerful shield degenerating weapon, and my weapon group number 2 has some light hull destroying weapons, and my group number 3 is all the hardcore stuff for if I'm up against a tough fight and I just want to put everything into the fight. So there are techniques to employ if you want to capture ships that make it more likely the pirate will surrender, and more likely that you'll get a decent quality ship out of it, because the more damage the ship, the less you can sell it for. This ship down here is the little orange credit sign on it, and if I come with this ship, she'll say, "You selling something?" and I select that option. She's selling a Barracuda, I think it was, for 200,000 credits. If I escape from that and look at the info on this ship, it's an M3, which is the same class ship as the one I'm currently flying, but I don't think it's as good as the one I'm flying. I see it's not quite as fast. I can see the speed down here. And it takes 3 25 megawatt shields. That's decent. Some of the M3s only take 1 or 2. It's got a decent cargo size. It takes a nice range of lasers. Does it have a turret? It's got 8 laser bays, but I don't think it has a turret. Turrets are very nice. You can set your turrets to only be on missile defense, for example. So your turret will shoot down any missiles coming at you. But I am going to buy that. And it's on 60% hull. I think they usually go for about 1 million credits if you're buying one brand new. At least the M3s. I will take it. So let's... Where did you go? My Barracuda Sentinel. I'm going to send it to... First thing to do is navigate it over to a... Where are you? A shipyard, so that it can get repaired. And I'm going to display it on my left monitor to see what it looks like. Oops, make that a bit bigger. And this is a boron ship. You can see it's green and shiny again. And it's quite pretty. Can't see much of it, it's a bit dark, but it's an interesting shape. So I'll fly that over, repair it up, and then add it to my wing, and it'll become part of my arsenal. Just make sure I think my autopilot turned off. Wow, lots of ships in this sector. See this little one here? Astronaut? That's the astronaut that just jumped out of the ship I bought. So anyway, where am I going? Farnham's Legend. Turn on my seater to get there faster. It would be cool if I run into some pirates so you can see what fighting is like. And let's... I think Farnham's Legend is a pirate sector, so let's nip through here and hopefully see some red dots on the map. You can also, there's different types of command software you can buy. No pirates, okay. Balaji's Joy, that's a pirate sector, let's go through there. Different types of command software you can buy. One of them is patrol, so you can order your autopilot to patrol a sector and it just flies around and around and looks for baddies. And Another thing you can do is buy his Explorer software, and you send your ship to a sector and tell it to map that sector, and it'll fly around until it's discovered everything in that sector. So there's some fun stuff you can do. And obviously the scouting ships, the fast scout ships, are best for that, because they get the job done quickly. Still no pirates. Allmanket / treaty. I think this is a pirate sector. So let's go through there. I almost always find pirates in this sector though. They must be hiding from me. They must know. My current level of shippage, a couple of pirate ships are pretty easy, but sometimes I run into tough fights. There are some pirate stations in some of these sectors, but I'm not seeing them coming up on the map just now. Yes, they are hiding from me too. And tons of asteroids. There's something else you can do is equip certain ships with remote mining gear, and it's a special kind of laser that drills through an asteroid, and then you have an ore collector that scoops up the minerals, and then you command your ship to go and sell the minerals, and it's an automated process. Your ship, without a pilot, it'll just be doing it, you know. An autopilot will drill some asteroids, collect the ores, go off and sell them for the best price, come back and drill some more. So it's another way to earn you some money. No pirates here either. Dana's Chance, I think, is the next pirate one over. These sectors in a line are all pirate sectors. I'll keep the map up in case any pirates enter the sector while I'm travelling. Sometimes you come across a couple of different factions within a sector fighting it out. Well, there's one, Duke's Dangerous Materials Transporter. He's not a fighty pirate ship, but you can attack him. It's a big cargo ship. Sometimes drops nice loot. I'm gonna go over and attack him. I haven't saved for ages, so if I die then I have to reload a while back, but that's fine. I just wanted to show you the fighting anyway. So when I get, okay, I'm in range now. So his shield is completely gone now, and the other lasers coming in, they're the ships in my wing protecting me. And I could fly into him and wreck his hull, but I'm going to try not to do that. And there he's gone, blown up. I couldn't hear exactly what he said at the end there. He possibly said, "Take my ship," but it was really damaged anyway. So let's have a look. Did he drop anything? No, he didn't. There's just a bunch of asteroids here. Sometimes ships that blow up drop missiles and miscellaneous items of cargo, and it can again be very lucrative to sell them. Let's continue through here. And there's something else you can order your autopilot to do, is collect wares in sector, and your ship will fly around the sector and pick up anything that's floating around in space. But you have to be careful, because sometimes ships drop space weed, which is illegal, depending on which faction you're in. So you need to keep an eye on what your ship's actually picking up, because if you get found with something illegal, then you'll get in trouble. Now this is Plasma Burst Generator Forge Alpha is a pirate factory. I'm not going to even attempt to go anywhere near that. Let's go fly through the east gate and keep this up and hope I find some pirate ships. on the way, because that last one didn't put up much of a fight. I see more ships here are steering clear of that pirate factory there. But it doesn't look like there's much going on. I guess the pirates are taking time off for Christmas. Nope, no pirates. Anyway, you sort of saw some fighting. So yeah, it's a really fun game, incredibly immersive. It'll just take hours and hours of your time from you. Where should we go? Ooh, Xenon sector. There'll be fighting there. Let's go into the Xenon sector and get myself blown up. This'll be fun. I'll probably last about 2 seconds. But I'm sure you'll all get a good laugh out of me blowing up. Kablooey. Yeah, it's a really good game. But like I said, I completely ignore the plot. I just do my own thing. I have much more fun doing my own thing. It's very well. There's a big community, lots of forums with guides and strategies and stuff. And I believe right now it's on sale on Steam. But it was yesterday, it may still be today. And this current expansion that I'm playing. Oh, here we go, billions of Xenon. I'm gonna get blown up pretty quickly. Okay, let's target the nearest enemy. Oh, and they're firing at me. Hey guys! My shield's going down pretty quickly here. It's a missile closing on me. Yay! I'm gonna blow up and that hits me, almost for sure. So I'm using the mouse to fly now, and the keyboard to do barrel rolls and stuff, and strafe around. And that's a big warship. I think this is the closest one to me. Ooh, that's my shield gone. Bye bye shield. So there's lots of fighting in this sector. Your lasers also use energy, so you can't just keep pummeling them. You have to do it in little bursts, let your energy recharge. And as you take damage to your hull, the various things you've got installed on your ship will start breaking, like command software, navigation software, things you're carrying. They'll start to break. So if you go in underpowered to a fight, it can get pretty expensive pretty fast. I'm amazed I'm still alive. I'll go until I'm dead. That's my ship getting beaten up. I'm about to blow up. Yep, not much hull left. Ooh, bright lights. Ooh, there I go. Kaboom. So this is X3. As I was saying, the expansion that's just come out is a sort of go-between between X3 and X4 that's due out sometime next year, I think. I'm not sure when. But it's a sort of exit from X3 and intro to the next expansion, the storyline in the next game. So yeah, if you like space games, totally check this out. If you ever played Elite, if you played Freelancer, if you enjoyed Eve, then check out X3. Bye!